Hello and welcome to the channel Gaming Like a Noob. I'm the Noob and I call myself Sansomi. Today we're going to have Season 2 Episode 8. And we ended in a good way last episode. Looking at the schedule, we ended with that 1-0 win over Dartford, where they told us we were underdogs anyway. And yeah, I sort of hope that is the starting thing for us to start to get in a better form and start winning again. We are going to play against Slough today, and we're going to face Enfield. And if we don't get any replay in that game or any any next round squeezed in there, we're going to be facing Bath and Hemel. That's the 4 games we have to look forward to today. We're going to start with 2 away games and then we're going to play 2 home games. So yeah, and I've tried to get rid of some players, and I've actually tried to sign one player, a young player that I felt he looked good. So stupid as I am, I signed another one. And it's this one, Pinnington. I don't know why I do these things, but I want to find a really good player, and I guess it's hard. It's really, really hard, to be honest. But yeah, I'm going to be training him to be like that, and he's going to be starting with defensive possibility and automatic there. So I'm hoping that is something for the future. I mean, he has some good numbers, to be honest. So yeah, but we'll just have to see. It's not anything that I will bring into the team at this moment, definitely not. And then I have this Alex Babos. I think he's going to be given a chance to come in today's game. I don't know if he's going to be coming in for Kerry or Duro, but I want to give him a chance on the bench and see what he can do. Maybe he will surprise us in a good way. He can also play as a striker if we get one striker injured early and Nash comes in and we get one of them really tired. We can use Bubbles as a striker as well. So yeah, let's hope we can start this episode with some good results, because we really need it. It's December, 8th of December, and we are really going in for it here. Oh my god. I'm not going to change anything here now. We're going to kick this game off, even though they are extremely tired. The wing players are very, very tired. But I don't think I have anything better to put in. Verde and Nathan Green, perhaps. Let's put in Nathan Green instead of Kelly then, because we need that full fitness. But I don't think I'm going to be putting in Vos or something like that instead of Payne. Let's go with this and see if we have any luck. We do have Joe Healy as well to put in if we want to. Or not in this game because he's on the outside of this one, but yeah, nothing to do about that now. Game against Slough. There's the lineups. Going into the dressing room. I want them to go out there and impress me. I hope they can do that, because we need to get this run in a better way. We need to start winning. Green, and no, nothing happens. Kerry, Duro, Kerry, and no, Payne is not quick enough there. Wish I just could find a really, really good player that could put us up in a little better position here. It's hard to find a good player. I mean, I'm so used to playing as Manchester United when I play this game. I pretty much can buy well, pretty much anybody wants to come to Manchester United. Then it's just about the hard thing about Manchester United is, oh good, no, it's offside. The harder thing about Manchester United is that all the clubs are demanding loads of amount of money from Manchester United just because you are Manchester United. You can go and search for really bargain players, and since I am Manchester United, they smack out a couple of extra £1 million. And that's the problem with playing as Manchester United. But yeah, but on the other hand, everybody wants to, pretty much anybody is willing to go to Manchester United, which is not the case with Welling, understandably. But I think we're going to be able to build something good at the end. I mean, it's going to take a couple of seasons before we get anything to be able to compete in the next division even. So yeah, but I feel that we can. My biggest concern is how long will I have before I get fired? Can I stay in this club for 20 seasons playing in this division and ending up at this level? I mean, at the top half of the table. Can I keep on staying as a manager for this club for about 20 years in that? Or will they sooner or later get tired of me and sack me because I didn't get promoted to the next division? We just have to wait and see what that can happen. The harder thing as well is that it's very hard to sign anybody for more than 2 years. I think the new player that I got now, Dean Pennington or whatever he was named, his name was, he signed for 3 seasons, and that's a good thing. But otherwise, it's very, very hard to get those longer contracts down here. They want to leave before they've even started to play for you, but they want to climb, of course, as well, and they have a shorter career than our manager, of course, as the players. They have a career of 10-15 years, and then their career is over, and they want to make as much money and play as much top football as they can get their hands on, of course. And yeah, so they're in a little more desperate ways than the manager, of course. But still, it feels a bit sad because, of course, you can't really make any money off them either, because you have to sell them after 1 season if you want to get anything out of them, because they won't sign after that 2nd season, because either they are not good enough to play for you, or they are so good that they have played a lot of games so that they demand a much higher salary, and you can't pay that salary because the club can't afford it. So yeah, that's a very big dilemma for a manager in a club like this. At least in this game. I don't know if I guess it's the same in real life. This is supposed to be as close to real life as you can get, so yeah. I might think that's true, that it's hard to get them to play, or get them to stay and get some money out of them. Because I need every pound I can get in this game. I mean, that's also, I think that before the editor came, and before there was any editor at all, after about playing Championship Manager, as it was called way back, if I wanted to cheat, I always started 2 managers, and I sort of could start it for Barcelona or Real Madrid or something like that, and I made them buy up a couple of players from Manchester United, as I often did play back then. So that was a way of cheating. You get some money to Manchester United that way, and you get rid of some players that you didn't really want in the club. But that was when Championship Manager had been around for about 10 years or something like that. Before that, I didn't cheat at all. And I remember playing one of the very first, if it was 92, 93, something like that. I played Manchester United. I was the manager for Manchester United, so to speak. And we, let's see if we stack can do it now. And I did win. I played 33 seasons with that team. Oh, get it in. Yes, Tom Stacks perfectly. As I said, I was a manager for Manchester United 33 years there, 33 seasons. I don't remember why I stopped playing it, to be honest, but for those 33 seasons, I won the league 30 years out of those 33, and I ended up in the second position those 3 seasons that I didn't win. And you got to remember, there was no cheating back then. I couldn't cheat. Well, I could have, but I hadn't gotten I hadn't realized that you could start a second manager and cheat that way back then. That's something that I, as I said, found out, or I think I actually viewed it on some YouTube clip or something like that, and oh yeah, you can do that. Oh, that was something. But we're not going to do that either here. So it's not why I'm telling. But I did win the league 30 years of those 33. Ended up in second position all the other years, or those 3 other years. And but it was sort of the impossible thing back in the early 90s was the Champions League, because English team was not very high ranked in Europe back then. The Italians were dominating and the Spaniards were there, but it was mainly the Italians that were dominating back then. I remember Milan when they had the great team with Gullit, Van Basten and Rijkaard. They sort of bought up every good player, not because they needed them, but because if they didn't play in any other team, then they would win. So yeah. So they had probably 2 world-class teams when they were at their best back then, with Maldini and all those guys. We end up with a 1-1 draw. Horrible. But as I said, I only managed to win the Champions League 1 time. I can't remember how many times I won the FA Cup, but it was a couple of times. And the League Cup, the same thing. I can't remember. I don't think I have the save left. I still have my old Amiga. So there is a small possibility that I still have the save, but to be honest, I don't think I do have that save. But yeah, it would have been great to find it, though, to see all that information. It was so cool to have played 33 seasons with Manchester United. It was, and ending up as winning the English league for 30 of those years was tremendous. It was a tremendous feeling, and yeah. So, but let's get back to the game here in hand. We ended up playing a draw against Slough. Not the best. We did lose out in the end of the game. Maybe I talked too much and didn't realize that I could have or should had made a couple of changes to keep the fitness a bit higher now. But yeah, the game is over. I can't do anything about it now. I'm not going to be unveiling him in a press conference. Definitely not. But it's nice to talk about old memories that one has when it comes to the old Championship Manager. Many people. I don't think there is a lot of people that plays Football Manager today that has played it since the very first game. I think I think most of my generation are either they are fathers and have families to take care of, and perhaps play a game or two on Football Manager, or they are dead. They could be dead as well, of course. And yeah, so I think I'm sort of a special one in that sense. But of course, there is still quite a few of us left. But I mean, 30 years of Manager. Actually, when I'm thinking about it, I mean, I think 33 years, and I got that in 92 or 93. Let's see, 93, just to be sure that I don't go too far back. And 33, that means 2026. So I'm not there yet in real life. Those 33-year seasons that I did with Manchester United. And I remember I was gutted when players like Cantona ended their career, Giggs ended their career, and Scholes, Beckham, all of those players, they sooner or later they all left, of course. I didn't sell any of them, but they all left sooner or later. They retired, and I remember that as a hard time to release, or to accept that they left. But at the same time, back then I was so eager to find new and exciting, promising players that I was just looking through every single team I could find, and I just looked through there every time when it was region time. I went through theirs, and I sort of, yeah, that looks like he could become a really good one. So I had loads of youth players that I picked up from everywhere in England. Yesterday I spoken about, I did tell you about Etherington in my previous episode. And I wonder if the right midfielders, I think his name was Simon Davies, if I don't remember that correct. Simon Davies, that clings, that's something, I'm 90% sure actually, that it was Simon Davies and Matthew Etherington, and I always signed them to Manchester United, and they became good players. They were actually good players to put in once when I got any injuries to Giggs and stuff like that. They were good replacements to put in, and yeah, sort of a really good finding that I did there back then in Peterborough. I remember the brothers, the Collier brothers, that created this game. They were both players in Cambridge United. I remember that. And now that I think, when I speak about it, I just can't seem to remember where they are. Have I seen them in any of the leagues of late? They're not there. There they are, Cambridge United. The Collier brothers were both in this team. I remember that. Brilliant footballers, and I bought them quite a lot of times when I played back then. So yeah. But I remember just the sheer rumor about Peterborough with their youth system that they were working with. They had excellent youth system. They were getting up really good players back then. So let's see if we can find out if they still have a very good youth facilities. Are poor here. Adequate academy coaching only. Basic youth recruitment. They were very good back then in the 90s. Or is this Welling? I am stupid, I am. That's R. I need to go into this one. Here we have it. Adequate youth, still only an average and adequate recruitment. So they're not as good as they were back then as youth recruitments, but it was an interesting team. They did bring up a couple of really good players. So yeah, good fond memories that one have from back in the days when you played Championship Manager. Feeling a bit nostalgic there. But let's get back to the game. We have an FA Trophy here to play, which is going to be murder for us. Yeah, you're going to get your time today. You're not going to start, but you're on the bench. Hold your horses. And let's see, in the tactics area, how do they look? Well, they're all tired, so I can't change everybody, so I might as well just continue to play with the same team and hope for the best. Now, this is a team in my own division. So, yeah, let's see if we're underdogs or if they give us any chance of getting anywhere. Those two are not fully fed, but yeah, they're going to be playing anyway. Loads of reds here now, which is a bit irritating. Now I've started it. Yeah, I was just going to be thinking about that. I was just thinking that just maybe I should be putting back Sam Kelly instead of Green, but nope. That was not to be. Let's see what we can do today. It's the cup today, boys. You need to play good football today. We need a win. We need the money that we get out of this, even if it's only £5,000 or £10,000. That helps us for an entire week's with salaries. So come on, lads. Come on, lads. 12 minutes. 13 minutes. Come on, I'm not going to be counting all the way, but yeah. It's very even. They're not playing good and we're not playing good. So, yeah, let's... here we have a chance, or will they get a chance? I don't know. Looks like it's... No, we get a chance back here. Stag! And Stag scores! Brilliant, lads! Brilliant! I'm going to change the direction here in transition, that we're going to be distributing over the defense instead of having a target player, and then we're going to be going to change his way of playing to Poucher instead. We're going to play without a target man this time. Let's see if that... Yeah, let's press on him always. So a good start, but a long way to go. Only 30 minutes played, and so it's another hour left to play here. They have plenty of time to turn this around. I certainly hope that they don't. Let's see, the players are getting a bit tired everywhere, so I don't know where I should be doing the changes if I need to change, if I'm going to change anything. I think Traore is a player that is going to have to leave in the second half. He's both tired and now he's got a yellow card as well. I would hate to get somebody sent off in this cup game, because we need to win this game, and we can't win with 10 men on the pitch. That is not going to go well. Here they come, Enfield. Get the hands, get the ball, lads. Get control of this game. Come on, lads. I know you're better than this. Come on, don't let them play the ball around here. Grab the ball, lads. No, please. Oh, yes. They got a corner out of it, but tough. Let's see. They float the ball in, and it's over everybody and goes out for a throw into us. Good. Let's survive this first half, and in the second half, there's going to be some changes. I don't really know who I'm going to change. Everybody's tired when I'm looking at the team. So, yeah. But they did get some energy back now in the half-time rest here. So let's go in here. Let's go pumping some fists and telling them that they are doing well at the moment. Because they are, we are in the lead. So that's all good. But we need to win this game. And so we need to continue to play good and to keep an control of this game. Still haven't brought in... Oh crap. Oh, that's good. And Hadler distributing it. Oh, that's not good. But Hadler saves us there again. Thank you, Hadler. Whew, you're a good player. You're a good goalkeeper. You've saved us loads of times. Let's hope you continue with that. But I am thinking about going in and doing some changes now, because Sonny Carey is going to be the one going off for Babos, since he is so tired that he is. And let's see if this player can play there as deep lying in the defense. It doesn't look like he's going to be able to do that very well, but he's not better in any other positions. Maybe this one now. Yeah, let's let him play in that position then. Star rating is the same. Come on, Babos, show me what you can do. Show me why I should keep you in the team or bring you into the team. Stag, extremely tired. Nash coming in. I won't care about his yellow card, Traore. Maybe that will give... I can see that we are tired in the defense as well, so Robson is going to come in there. We now have fresh legs, at least, on 3 players, and hopefully that will help us get through this last 15 minutes and give us a ticket to the next round of this FA Trophy Cup. But yeah, it's a tough one. Yeah, let's man mark him, Schofield, and they get it in, and we get it out, and they get back in, and we get it out. They get the ball, lads. Yeah, great, Rabbits. But he didn't find a good... He's got to be offside. Yes, he was. Good. Come on, 8 minutes or 10. Let's say 10, because it's going to be added time, of course. There's always added time. Here's Hadler hoisting it far up, and they get the ball back. This is not good. They're going to have a pressing situation now, I guess. They're going to pressure us, and we're going to have a hard time controlling them. And look at that goal. And I did put a man marking on him, and he still gets the dramatic equalizer in there. That's such a shame. Such a shame. And I have nothing left to do now. They are not as tired as we are. And I've done all my 3 changes. And here they come again. And they win the game. They turn it around in the last fucking 5 minutes. Bloody. I get so tired. Oh, how mad I get at this. I'm going to be throwing some water bottles now, that's for sure. Well, what am I doing here? I have no changes to do in here. Here's Traore, and he passes the ball back. Johnson tries to find Traore high up there. And no, nothing happens. This is such baloney. I'm so angry right now. It went so fucking good until that. God damn. Ethan Moran. Can I break his leg or something? God damn it. I'm gonna throw the water bottle. I don't care if you get demotivated. Damn it. Frustrated. I'm really frustrated at the moment. We were having that game in our hands. We were the better team and we played okay. We just couldn't get that second goal. And because of that we go out because they have 5 glorious minutes. where they score 2 goals. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. So mad right now. Yeah, he making his debut, which was fucking disgrace, was what it was. Disgrace. God. A lot of wingers in the system. Alright. They're all probably all rubbish. We have a forward who could be considered a fine prospect. We have one good young English striker from Dagenham who has caught the eye. We have no defensive midfield coming through. Most of our centre backs coming through looks like they won't make the grade. Yeah. With other words, it's mostly crap. And yeah. Oh, look at this. Irvine banned for 1 game. Steve Irvine. Where does he play now? Notts County. He's still playing for Notts County, but he's got 9 appearances. He's been actually doing quite all right in League 2 this season. Cool. We trained him good, I guess. We trained him good. Better opponents, and he's got a higher rating this season. So we probably did him loads of good to play for us last season. So, but yeah, this was frustrating. Oh my god, I hate those last 10 minutes. It seems like we lose every game in that situation, and yeah. I don't know what to say actually, because I'm very depressed about not being able to hold that through to the final whistle. Yeah, and we have raised the salary expenses. We have signed more players when we should have gotten rid of players. And I'm trying to sell this one. Columbus agreed a deal to leave the club to join Enfield. Yes, good. Let's make a parting comment. Yeah, you have been a fantastic servants. You're welcome back. I don't want to end anything in a bad way. I think he just wasn't good enough to get into our team, and yeah. And I guess we need to do some more changes, and my next changes was actually, I was thinking about this. I'm gonna give him a longer run in the first team. I'm tired of keeping him out of the team when I don't know if that might be just a thing that the team needs. So we're gonna try with him for a while. I don't know if the other players are going to get back to fitness until the next game against Bath. We have an entire week to get prepared for that, but yeah. So right now I'm extremely irritated, extremely sad about all of this, and I think it's been horrible. And I don't care about Deutsch because I don't think he's good enough to play for us anyway. So let's see. Duro is in need of a rest. Johnson is in need of a rest. Tom Staggs is in need of a rest. I don't care. Yeah. Is he getting better then? Most of the errors are pointing down. Why are they pointing down? And they say he's been progressing. No, he has gained match experience at a higher level than before. Yeah, but he needs to get better as well. We can't just have him. Oh my god. If we just could become a professional club so that we could just keep, what do you say, get every single training thing time to train, but they could train a lot more. So and he's ready to talk to me again. Cares onto the pitch, so I'll give you the playing time you want. Yeah, let's just give in to him at the moment. And Nathan Green, you're out. He's gonna come in. Sam Kelly, you'll get a position in that off sub. This is they are the first ones that I look upon to get into the team. Victor Fundy should be there as well. Been a long time since he hasn't been in for this episode. He wasn't in the last episode, so I don't know if I'm gonna take him back into the team. Liam Nash hasn't really been given a real chance, I think, either. So I am thinking, who's been... Tom Staggs. They said Tom Staggs needed a rest, so maybe I should be playing Liam Nash there and put Fundy in there, or maybe I should be playing with... Yeah, let's play Fundy there and Liam Nash on the bench. Just to give Stag the rest and to give playtime to the other. Oh. So yeah, I think they want him to play as a poucher, so maybe I should be doing this at like this, and then we don't want our target player, we want him to play as a poucher. Let's see, and they have a working relationship here that could be a beneficial one. Let's hope that it is. Now let's see, I'm forgetting my place here. We have played 2 games and we have 2 games left, Bath and Hemel. So it's 2 home games now. After that, this episode is over as well. We'll just have to see. I'm just gonna have to see. I'm gonna look at that Adam. I don't think he's good enough, actually. All these, or maybe he is. What position is he playing? Right defender. Well, if I can get him for a really, really, really low price. I mean, his PA here is potential average rating is. A potential rating is quite good, actually. So if I can sign him for a really cheap price, let's just give him youngster here. He's happy with that. Then we give him a part-time contract, signing him for 3 years. We give him £25 a week. We remove that and we remove that, and we suggest that for him. He was positive about it there, but yeah, there's still lots of things that can happen. Other clubs can come in to give him offer him a contract as well, so still not something that is said to be happening. So prolific Stag on verge of Wellington United history. He's not quite there yet, but Stag is fast close to becoming Welling's leading goal scorer. 22 goals so far, with our new Welling United record now well within his sight. Now that would be the existing record by comparison is 23. Yeah, Victor Fundy he scored that last season. That's true. Yeah, he scored 23 last season. That's true. Tom Staggs can break that record already this season, and he's only 19. Too bad I can't buy him because I can't afford him, and I don't think he wants to join us on a contract base. I think he wants to play for us only as a loan player, and yeah. So let's continue here. Continue to fight the fight. I am still very irritated about that loss in the FA Trophy. Having a hard time accepting that we're out of that cup. We needed that money, but yeah, we only have the league to focus on, and hopefully, yeah, we can criticize him as well. Yeah, I don't care about those two. I can't go in and praise every single player coming on there. There should be a button where you sort of praise all three of them. To be honest, you shouldn't have to click in on every single player to do that. You should be able to have one where you sort of take all three of them and you pull them aside and you praise them for their training effort, and then there should be a way to be able to do it, of course, for a single player at a time. So, but you should be able to there should be a button to praise them all three at once. So let's see what this team can do then. 3 new changes in the team. Joe Healy coming in and Duffus, and yeah, well, at home to Bath. We don't like them. They did take us out of both the cups last season. Both the FA Cup and the FA Trophy. So that was a disappointment and an irritation. And now we want to win. If we win, we can climb in the table. So yeah, because they are the team right over us. 2 points ahead of us. So with a winner, we will surpass them with 1 point. But we need to score goals in order to go surpass them. So yeah, this doesn't look very good. Oh, 25 minutes, still nothing has happened in this game. An incredibly boring game so far then. We haven't even had a shot. And here something might happen. Let's not hope that we are losing out on anything here. Here they come. Here they come. I bet you they'll shoot a long ball here over everybody, and they have some striker running like an idiot, surpassing everybody, and my players won't be able to reach him. Same story as before. We did get that one, but here they come again, and they put that, yeah, just like that, every single time. My players are completely cut off from their striker. Their striker is running away from my defenders every single time in that gap. We're not playing good. We are having a hell of a time. And I'm trying to figure out what I should do. There ain't much I can do. We need better players as well. But so I don't know what I'm supposed to do tactically. I could sort of put in another defender or something like that, but I don't think that would help. I just think that we would actually be having more problems instead, and I'm not going to man mark him now. I might regret it later on when he scores 2 or 3 goals, but I'm not going to man mark him. And I'm not going to be happy about this result either. I'm going to be thrashing my arms now, pointing fingers. Yeah, that's better. And they were motivated. Looks like they were motivated. That didn't seem to work, because they continue to be the better team. They continue to pound on us. No, he's got to be offside. Wasn't he offside? Oh my god. And it was Fletcher as well, the one that my assistant wanted me to man mark. I don't want to man mark him. And I'm going to take Traore now, and I'm going to give Liam Nash some time to play. Payne's going to go off, and we're going to be playing with Vose there. Carey's going to come off, and Babas is going to be giving some time. What can he play? Yeah, he could play like that. Irritating. Very irritating, to be honest. We are sort of in a really, really peculiar situation, right? Look at that. Look at that. My defender was right next to him, and he just flew away from him. My defender couldn't keep up with him. And we get an injury. Now, how nice isn't that? Oh, how nice, since we can't do any more changes. Oh my god. Let's go with a poacher this time then. And we can't do anything about Victor Fondy because we've already done our 3 changes, and you're not allowed to change anything more now, even though you get an injury. So, 10 men. So this is another loss. Another frustrating adventure in this Vanarama League South. I'm really disappointed in my team and in my abilities to bring this team to success. It is hard though when you can only sign crappy players. It's hard to get anywhere, but yeah, of course we are dreaming about getting really good players from just one position in a team, like a mid defender or a central midfielder that is a really good player, bit above all the others, that can sort of get control of the game, that we can build upon or build around, like Manchester United or Alex Ferguson built around Brian Robson. But I mean, I know we can't get a Brian Robson. It's not what I'm talking about. But a Vanarama League South player compared to Brian Robson back in the Premier League back then. So that's something. But it doesn't look like it. Looks hard just to get 11 players that can play some football and give us some winnings. He scores his 2nd goal here. Alex Fletcher again. I do not like that guy either. Can I break his legs? We need to break the legs of that player as well, I guess. And he's been 8.5. He's been really good today with his 2 goals and everything. And my lads have been playing like crap. Joe Healy, 6.5. Do you really think that you should be playing every game here, or even play at all? I think I'm going to try to get rid of you. I don't like you, Joe Healy. And I don't care that you all get demotivated there. This is horrible. We have 1 game left of this episode, and Victor will be out for about up to 6 weeks. So yeah. Ooh, right now I'm fuming, or whatever. I'm really angry right now. I can't really comprehend how irritated I am. And yeah, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna keep on fighting for our rights to be somewhere up there in the future. This is hard, to be honest. It is irritating, and it's a slap in the face to lose game after game after game, to be honest. We're looking at this now in the schedule. We have one game left to play here, and we thought after that 1-0 victory, or I thought after that 1-0 victory after Dartford, that we were on our way to something big and good again, and then everything died again. So this is hard. Sorry about that. But I need to do something about getting this team up and running in a good way again. I mean, we started the season so phenomenally good. I was so pleased with the start of the season, playing week out and week out, being at up there, being in the playoff position in the league, and now we're underneath it again. We're 8th. We're 2 points after, and I guess we're gonna just miss it out this season as well. We're gonna screw it up at the very end of the season. Even if we get back up, we're gonna fall out, and we're gonna end up like there, somewhere in the middle there again. And if that happens, I'm certainly hope that I won't get fired. I want to continue with this. They want me to end in top half. There is a chance for that. They want me to reach the 4th qualifying round. I did. First round I did. I reached the 2nd round. And work towards repairing the club's financial damage. I'm trying to do that by selling off players and stuff like that. And that's all they are asking for. So our top half, I'm hoping that we can end up in the top half, and I would be surprised if we don't end up in the top half. But I think there's going to be a problem getting to the playoff this season as well. Then for the next season, they want me to continue to repair the club financial damage and work towards reaching the National South playoffs. So next season there is the pressure of trying to reach the playoffs, and the season after that the contract expires, and they want me to reach the playoff there as well. Playoffs the season after that. They pretty much want me to reach the playoffs every season after this. And yeah, I want to do that as well. But I also want to. My biggest thing is to get up the training facility, the youth facilities, the academy, and this youth recruitment and everything. That's what I want to get up. But to get that, we need the money. And to get the money, we need to find some bargain players. We need to find some young, good players that we can develop into. He doesn't look like he's going to become anything good. Let's do that. We need to develop a really good youth system, and we need to win. We need to go through in the cups. We need to get to the playoffs so that we get more games and we get more attendance, and maybe if we could reach the final in that playoff, maybe that would bring in the amount of money that we would need to be able to 17-year-old. He's on my shortlist. All right. Swansea is signing up him, so maybe he was good. Too bad I couldn't get him then. But as I said, maybe if we're lucky and we get to the final there, maybe that will bring in, I think it's 650 or 750,000 pounds that one needs to be able to improve the training facilities first of all. So yeah, and I'm not going to have a press conference about him. No. Team leader meeting, bubbles. We're going to say the same thing as we always say. Dropping the other one. I think that was good enough. Well, he was even satisfied himself, so I guess that's okay. Yes, we were going to go in on Joe Healy. Transfer status, we're going to transfer list him. I would be very interested in speaking to other clubs. That's good, because I will need you to do that in order for us to get rid of you. I think you have quite a high salary as well, don't you? No, only 110 pounds per week. That wasn't very high, but 34 years old, we could get rid of him. We need to get rid of him. We need every pound we can get in order to get this to start working. Yeah, but he's getting his playtime now. Yeah, let's continue with that one, and I think that was another positive. Same thing again. Let's go on with this. Let's play live football, lads. Stop complaining and let's play some football. Yeah, this is hard. It's hard to when you fall into this losing ways. I hate it, to be honest. No offers for Healy. Persuade Healy to find club himself then. I'm not very bothered about where I play, so let's do it. If that's everything covered, I'll see you later. Yeah, good. Good. I think I'm gonna do like this, and I'm gonna have a look at all of these players until the next time we play. "21-year-old midfielder for 1 week." Yeah. Now we can sign these lads on for trial, and I'm gonna try and look over all of these in the days or day. I think there was only 1 day between the next episode and this episode, so I'll hope that isn't a week away. So, because I don't want to sit with this before the last game of this episode, I'm gonna have to look at them in all quiet and all when I have some spare time over. So 1, 2 could be a problem. I'm not, let's see, trial finished on the next. Yeah, that's good enough for me. I have time in between the games then, because we are getting close to the last game for this episode, which is Hemel-Hempstead. Babos demands first team football in revealing interview. I don't give a rat's ass if he does. He's been playing a couple of games now. We've lost them all, both of them. I think it's only 2 games that he's been playing, but both of those games we've been losing. So I'm not going to be bothered by giving him, listening to him. Now let's see, virus, then we need to send him home. We don't want the virus at the club, of course. So let's get to the game day. Let's play some football. We need to get back in winning ways, lads. Hemel is in the 23rd position. If we can't beat them at home, we are having some serious problems, that's for sure. Some really serious problems. So yeah. And I really need us to move away from problems and to start playing good, to be honest. Let's see an improvement there. Darren Oker. Ace report on Macaulay. He hasn't improved. The situation can be probably playing suitable regime or take off the individual. Let's take him off individual training then. Jory Johnson, again, he's the best in the training, and Dominic Vose is back as the worst trainer. 5.15, that's really bad from all of those. Not good. They need to be fit and ready if something happens, and they need to get into the team. So that's not good that they do like that. These are the players that they want me to play with. I don't feel like I'm gonna be doing that. Even if I'm having tons of problems now getting us to take points, I want it to be in my way. And I'm not going to fall into the assistant manager's suggestions. I'm going to go full out my own way. It's going to work or not work. I don't really care about that as long as I get myself back on the track here. Last game of this episode, lads. Dufus demands first team football in revealing of interview as well. Well, he's been in the first team now a couple of games. Will he ever be satisfied? Let's see, do we have anything else as a right midfielder? No. Some of the new ones might be something. Well, it's going to be interesting to taking a look at all those players. But I'm going to be actually throwing in Verdi there. And let's see if he can bring something new to the team here again. You can see we have some problems here, but I mean, I don't really care about up there because we're not going to defend up there. But yeah. Tom Staggs is back, and he's going to be playing as a poacher today because we have changed this to distribute over opponent's defense, which we didn't do before, and then we're going to get stuck in as well. So let's go. Let's get this game on the road. Let's get this episode over with. It's been a disappointing episode. It's been a heartbreaking episode. I don't really know how to explain it in any other way. I don't think we even got a point, did we? Or maybe we did in the second game. We got a 1-1 draw or something like that. Otherwise, we have just been a poaching bag. We have lost and lost and lost. And the loss in the cup was a tremendous disappointment, having the lead for Stag. You should have cheated like Maradona and taking the hand on that one. Anyway, we've been playing really bad in this episode, and I hope we can get our next episode and this, maybe even the end of this, to start to get better. He has scored as many goals now in a season as Victor Fundy, and we're only halfway through the season, so of course he's going to beat Victor Fundy in the goal scoring for highest goal scorer ever for Welling United. But I certainly hope that in a season, that is. But I certainly hope that I'm going to be getting my hands on a striker before the career at Welling United for me ends. I certainly hope that I'm going to be having other great players that scores more than 23 goals in a season. Some young player perhaps finding a youth player that is really, really good is of course something of a dream. To find somebody 16, 17 and sort of with a heart in the club and who wants to stay even when it goes good or bad or whatever, and even if the bigger clubs are trying to get their hands on him, it's going to be impossible, of course, because that kind of player doesn't exist anymore. I don't know if it's ever existed down here. Yeah, I thought that was offside. But I don't know if that has ever existed way down here. But I know, for example, they I don't know if it's true, but what I've been told, both Paul Scholes and Steven Gerrard did get a lot of offerings from other clubs that they wanted them, but they wanted to stay at their beloved clubs, Manchester United and Liverpool. So you can just hope that it's true, of course. You always hope that is true, that there's still some players with a heart in the club that wants to stay in the club, even if that's because, I mean, now we're still talking about the Premier League, so they still made good amount of money. They could still live good life after their football careers, which is not the sort of things that you do down in Welling. You're not going to be playing for 15 years for Welling United and then you can hang up your boots and start some work as a pundit on the telly or something like that. Once your career in Welling is over, you have a career to look forward to as a welder or whatever you've been schooling yourself to become. You're going to have an ordinary work after the football career is over. So, yeah. But even though it's still a nice feeling to see that there's still been as late as the 2000s where players actually did stay because the love of the club instead of the money. So, but yeah, that's always going to be rare. Everybody wants to make a lot of money, of course. I would have loved to make a lot of money, of course. Winning the lottery, or maybe even getting loads of subscriptions and stuff like that to my YouTube channel. So maybe I could work with this, but I know that's a slim chance. And it's not the main point why I do this. It's, of course, a dream that you have in the back of your head. I should be lying otherwise if you don't have that. Well, but yeah, I don't really think that I'm ever going to be that kind of YouTuber. But it's fun to place it on the net anyway. To let others see what your progress and your failures and your success, and it's all fun and games to sit alone by yourself and sort of yeah, having success and failures, and but you have nobody to nobody will ever know it more than you. You're the only one that will ever know however much. I mean, if there's anybody that had listened to me in this episode where I told you about the 33 seasons with Manchester United as a manager, then all of a sudden somebody knows about it. Before that, I was the only one. So yeah, that's another thing that is fun and interesting about placing it on YouTube and getting the information out there. And should we be successful here, it would be just tremendous to be able to share that with other people looking upon me as I might be. Maybe even if we only win a game against a Premier League team one day, maybe we'll get a FA Cup game against, let's say, well, let's say anybody from the Premier League, and we win that game, that would of course be tremendous. And that is something that would be cool to share on YouTube, of course. So yeah, that's the main reason. But I wouldn't say no to the money. I wouldn't say no to have this as a work instead of going to the work that I have in my everyday work, where it's heavy. I'm getting old, and my work is aching every day, and yeah, it's hard. But I know loads of people have it like that, so I'm not alone. I know that most people are getting older, of course. Most people are getting old, and most people are having problems with their backs and everything. We break. If we have had heavy work our entire life, our bodies will work when we get old. We haven't been sitting at a desk, then we will get problems. I've lifted a lot of milk in my day. I've been working at the same place for over 30 years now, and yeah, it's not that I don't like my work. I like it, but I think I'm getting too old to sort of stay in the same position and continue to work that heavy place. But I need the money in order to live as I do. I don't want to change that, because that's what makes me feel just a little better and just makes me have a little less anxiety and depression problems. And when you find something that eases that problem, then you don't want to get rid of that. Because yeah, living in Sweden, I could have filed for some pension because I am sick, as I am, but then I would have to be living in a small apartment in order to get the benefits and everything, and I don't want that. I want to try to make something out of my life, and then I just have to keep on working as long as I don't have something else to fall back upon, which a lottery winning or loads of subscription on YouTube would give me the opportunity to change that, of course. But yeah, this episode is over, lads. I've been talking way too much. I've been revealing too much about myself and everything. So, but I hope you have enjoyed this episode. I hope you will be back to look again. I hope you do like and subscribe and all that nice stuff. Do leave a comment, would be nice. And above all, stay safe out there. And I'll just end it with bye 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 bye.